Howdy, y'all. Today we're taking a trip around the world to discover some of the most unique family traditions. We're talking the kind of traditions that make you stop and say, well, now that's just different. But different in a good way, you know? The kind of different that makes you appreciate the beauty and the peculiarity of this world we live in. We're going to be swimming in tomatoes, picnicking under cherry blossoms, and even sweating it out in saunas on Christmas Eve. Yeah, you heard that right. Christmas Eve saunas. It's going to be a wild ride, folks. So, grab your sweet tea and let's get started. We're about to dive headfirst into a world of customs and celebrations that'll make you want to pack your bags and book a one-way ticket to parts unknown. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a bumpy ride. First stop, Spain. And hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get messy. We're talking about La Tomatina, a festival where the main event is, wait for it, a massive tomato fight. Imagine this. Thousands of people, young and old, gathered in the streets of Buñol, Spain, armed with nothing but ripe, juicy tomatoes. The air is thick with anticipation, the smell of tomato vines hanging heavy in the air. And then, bam, it's on. Tomatoes are flying left and right, painting the town red in the most glorious way possible. People are ducking, dodging, laughing, and slinging tomatoes with reckless abandon. It's a scene of pure, unadulterated chaos. And honestly, it looks like a darn good time. Now, you might be thinking, all right, McConaughey, a tomato fight? That's a bit much even for me. But hold on a second. There's something about La Tomatina that goes beyond just chucking tomatoes at strangers. It's about letting loose, you see? Shedding your inhibitions and embracing the absurdity of it all. It's about connecting with your fellow human beings in a way that transcends language and culture. Because let's be honest, who doesn't bond over a good old-fashioned food fight? And afterwards, when the dust settles and the tomato juice starts to dry, there's a sense of camaraderie in the air. Strangers hug, covered head to toe in tomato pulp, sharing a laugh and a story. It's a beautiful mess, folks. A testament to the power of shared experience. All right. Let's trade in the tomato carnage for something a little more serene, shall we? We're heading east to the land of the rising sun, where the cherry blossoms are in full bloom and the sake is flowing freely. It's time for Hanami, a Japanese tradition that celebrates the ephemeral beauty of nature. Picture this, families gathering under a canopy of delicate pink blossoms, spreading out their blankets on the soft grass and sharing a meal together. The air is filled with the gentle hum of conversation, the laughter of children chasing each other through the trees, and the soft rustle of petals falling like rain. It's a time for quiet reflection, for appreciation of the simple things in life, and for making memories that'll last a lifetime. Now, Hanami ain't just about eating and relaxing, though Lord knows those are two of my favorite activities. It's also about connecting with Japanese history and culture. You see, the cherry blossom, or sakura as they call it, holds a special place in the Japanese heart. It's a symbol of renewal, of the fleeting nature of life, and of the beauty that can be found in impermanence. And during Hanami, folks take the time to appreciate these things, to reflect on the cycle of life, and to find peace and tranquility in the present moment. So, kick back, pour yourself a cup of sake, and let the beauty of the cherry blossoms wash over you. This is Hanami, folks, and it's a tradition that'll stay with you long after the last petal has fallen. All right. Now, some folks might think a holiday about the dead is a tad morbid, you know? But down in Mexico, they got this thing called Day of the Dead, and let me tell you, it's more lively than a honky-tonk on a Saturday night. See, they ain't mourning the dearly departed. They're celebrating them, welcoming their spirits back home for a good old-fashioned fiesta. It's a time for remembering, for sharing stories, for keeping those memories alive, man. They build these beautiful altars, called ofrendas, loaded with offerings like food, drinks, even cigarettes for their loved ones. It's about connection, you see, bridging that gap between this world and the next. And the skulls, man. The sugar skulls, they ain't meant to be creepy. They're playful, artistic, each one a unique tribute to those who've passed on. It's a beautiful thing, really. This way they honor death while celebrating life. Worth celebrating. All right. Let's talk about Christmas traditions, man. You got your presents, your trees, your eggnog. But over in Finland, they do things a little differently. They add a little heat to the holidays, you know what I'm saying? See, in Finland, Christmas Eve ain't complete without a good old-fashioned sauna session. Yeah, you heard me right. Sauna. Now, we ain't talking about some fancy spa treatment here. This is the real deal. Wood-fired, steam rising, the kind of heat that'll make you sweat out all those holiday anxieties. Imagine this. It's Christmas Eve, snow's falling outside, and you're sitting in a cozy wooden room, the air thick with the smell of cedar and birch. It's hot, yeah, but it's a good kind of hot, the kind that relaxes you, melts away the stress, and leaves you feeling cleansed, both physically and spiritually. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sweating Christmas? That ain't exactly festive, McConaughey. But trust me, man, there's something about it. It's a time for quiet contemplation, for connecting with loved ones, for preparing your mind and body for the festivities ahead. The sauna, it ain't just about getting clean. It's about getting right with yourself, with your family, with the world around you. It's a tradition that goes back generations, a ritual that connects them to their ancestors, to the very essence of what it means to be Finnish. After the sauna, they bundle up in warm clothes, step out into the crisp winter air, and look up at the starlit sky. It's a moment of peace, of tranquility, a time to appreciate the simple things in life, like family, warmth, and the magic of the holiday season. And then, with their hearts full and their bodies rejuvenated, they gather around the fire, share stories, sing carols, and wait for the arrival of Joulupukki, the Finnish Santa Claus. It's a Christmas Eve tradition that's both unique and heartwarming, a testament to the Finnish love for nature, family, and the simple pleasures in life. So, this Christmas, why not take a page from the Finnish playbook? Forget the eggnog hangovers and the shopping mall madness. Gather your loved ones, fire up the sauna, and sweat your way to a truly memorable holiday season. All right. Let's journey to the Far East now, to the land of dragons and dumplings, where they celebrate the moon in a way that'll make you want to howl. I'm talking about the Moon Festival, a time for family, feasting, and those delectable little mooncakes. See, the Moon Festival, also known as the Mid-Autumn Festival, is one of the most important holidays in Chinese culture. It's a time for families to reunite under the glow of the full harvest moon, a symbol of abundance, harmony, and togetherness. Imagine this. The air is crisp, the moon hangs heavy in the sky, bathing everything in its soft, ethereal light. Families gather in courtyards, on balconies, in parks, wherever they can get a good view of that celestial orb. And the mooncakes, man, oh, the mooncakes. These ain't your average pastries. These are dense, rich little cakes filled with sweet bean paste, lotus seed paste, sometimes even a salted duck egg yolk. They're meant to be savored, shared, each bite a celebration of the season's bounty. The Moon Festival is steeped in legend, you see. Stories of moon goddesses and jade rabbits, of love and sacrifice. Tales of Chang'e, the moon goddess who ascended to the moon. Lanterns illuminate the night sky like stars fall into earth. Paper lanterns of all shapes and sizes, carrying wishes for good fortune. Children parade through the streets, their lanterns bobbing like fireflies. a magical sight, a testament to tradition and the joy of being together. Remember the Moon Festival, a celebration of family and gratitude? Savor a moon cake, a taste of tradition, a bite of lunar delight. All right. Let's talk about traditions, man. Those rituals, those gatherings that bring folks together. Now, over in the UK, they got this thing, this Sunday roast. It's more than just a meal, you see. It's an institution. It's family. Imagine this. Sunday afternoon rolls around, the smell of roast beef, lamb, or chicken fills the air. Your grandma's probably got the Yorkshire puddings going, golden and puffed up like nobody's business. And the gravy, oh man, the gravy simmering on the stove, thick enough to stop a train. It's a sight to behold, this feast laid out on the table. And it's not just about the food either. It's about the conversations, the laughter, the shared stories that flow as freely as the wine. The Sunday roast, it's a time to slow down, to savor the moment, to connect with loved ones. It's a tradition that's been passed down through generations, a reminder that some things, well, they just never go out of style. Now I know what you're thinking, Matthew. Sounds a little too proper for me, all this sit-down Sunday dinner business. But trust me on this one, it's the real deal. See, the Sunday roast, it's about more than just filling your belly. It's about filling your soul. It's about those moments when your grandpa tells that same old joke, the one everyone knows the punchline to, but you still laugh along because, well, it's grandpa. It's about your aunt sneaking extra Yorkshire puddings onto your plate when no one's looking. It's about the unspoken understanding that no matter what's going on in the world outside, for a few precious hours, everything is right here, right now, around this table with these people. So if you ever find yourself across the pond on a Sunday afternoon, do yourself a favor and seek out a proper Sunday roast. And remember, it's not just about the food, it's about the company, the connection, the time-honored tradition of breaking bread with the ones you love. All right. Let's mosey on over to the States now, where we've got ourselves another tradition that's all about family, food, and, well, maybe a little bit of football too. That's right, folks. We're talking Thanksgiving. Picture this. Crisp autumn air, leaves turning shades of gold and crimson, and the aroma of roasted turkey wafting from every window on the block. It's a day for families to come together, no matter how far-flung, to share a feast and give thanks for all the good stuff in life. Now, Thanksgiving dinner, it's a sight to behold. You got your golden brown turkey, the star of the show, surrounded by a supporting cast of mashed potatoes, fluffy stuffing, tangy cranberry sauce, and let's not forget Grandma's famous pecan pie. It's a culinary symphony in brown and orange, and it's guaranteed to leave you unbuttoning your pants in a food coma of happiness. But Thanksgiving, it's more than just a massive meal. It's a time for reflection, for gratitude, for remembering what truly matters. It's about putting aside our differences, even just for one day, and coming together as a family, a community, a nation. All right. Let's mosey on over to the States now, where we've got ourselves another tradition that's all about family food and, well, maybe a little bit of football too. That's right, folks. We're talking Thanksgiving. Picture this. Crisp autumn air, leaves turning shades of gold and crimson, and the aroma of roasted turkey wafting from every window on the block. Families come together to share a feast and give thanks for all the good stuff in life. Now, Thanksgiving dinner, it's a sight to behold. You got your golden brown turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, and cranberry sauce. And let's not forget Grandma's famous pecan pie. It's a culinary symphony in brown and orange, leaving you in a food coma of happiness. But Thanksgiving, it's more than just a massive meal. It's a time for reflection, for gratitude, for remembering what truly matters. It's about putting aside our differences, even just for one day, and coming together as a family, a community, a nation. Now I know what you're thinking. Matthew, Thanksgiving sounds a whole lot like eating and watching football. And you know what? You're not wrong. But there's a certain beauty in the simplicity of it all. It's about those moments when your uncle tells that same old bad joke, the one everyone's heard a million times. But you still chuckle along because, well, it's Thanksgiving. It's about your little cousins running around like wild turkeys high on sugar and excitement. It's about the unspoken agreement to forgive your aunt for bringing that weird green bean casserole she insists everyone loves. It's about the shared memories, the laughter, the love that fills the air alongside the scent of pumpkin spice. So, if you ever find yourself in the States on the fourth Thursday of November, do yourself a favor and wrangle an invite to a Thanksgiving feast. You'll be welcomed with open arms and a plate piled high with enough food to satisfy even the hungriest pilgrim. All right, let's hop on over to India now, where we're diving headfirst into a celebration that's all about light, love, and the triumph of good over evil. That's right, folks, we're talking Diwali, the Festival of Lights. Picture this, the night sky ablaze with fireworks, homes adorned with twinkling diyas, and the streets alive with music, dancing, and the sweet aroma of mithai. It's a 5-day extravaganza that marks the victory of light over darkness, knowledge over ignorance, and hope over despair. Now Diwali, it's a feast for the senses. You've got vibrant colors everywhere you look, from the intricate Rangoli designs to the dazzling fireworks displays that light up the night sky. It's a time for family reunions, for sharing delicious food and sweets, and for exchanging gifts. But Diwali, it's more than just an explosion of color and celebration. It's a time for spiritual reflection, for cleansing the slate, and for starting anew. It's about letting go of negativity and embracing the light within ourselves and the world around us. Now, I know what you're thinking, Matthew. Diwali sounds like a whole lot of fireworks and sweets, and you know what? You're not wrong. But beneath all the sparkle and sugar lies a deeper meaning, a message of hope and renewal. It's about those moments when you light a diya with your family, the flickering flame symbolizing the triumph of good over evil. It's about the laughter of children as they exchange gifts and burst firecrackers in the streets. It's about the aroma of incense filling the air, creating an atmosphere of peace and tranquility. It's about the shared stories, the ancient traditions, the vibrant culture that comes alive during this magical festival. So if you ever find yourself in India during Diwali, do yourself a favor and immerse yourself in the festivities. Witness the dazzling lights, savor the sweet treats, and let the spirit of Diwali illuminate your soul. Let's talk carnival in Brazil. This ain't your mama's backyard barbecue, folks. We're talking a full-on explosion of color, music, and well, let's just say feathers and sequins ain't in short supply. Imagine a whole city, streets pulsing with music, everyone decked out in costumes so elaborate they make a Mardi Gras float look like a kid's art project. This is a party that's been brewing for centuries, a time to let loose before Lent. And when I say let loose, I mean it. We're talking samba rhythms that get in your soul, make you want to move even if you got 2 left feet. It's infectious, man. You can't help but get swept up in the energy, the joy, the pure, unadulterated celebration of life. Families, they're right there in the thick of it, kids perched on shoulders, grandparents tapping their toes. Now, Carnival, it ain't just about the spectacle, though Lord knows that's a sight to behold. It's deeper than that. It's about community, about unity, about letting go of your worries and just existing in the moment. It's a time for stories, for laughter, for remembering the past and dreaming of the future. You got music in the air, the smell of street food, the rhythm of the drums beating in your chest. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. And the costumes, man, don't even get me started. They're works of art, each one telling a story, representing something special. From the elaborate feathered headdresses to the sequined bikinis, it's a feast for the eyes. Carnival, it's more than just a party. It's a state of mind, a celebration of the human spirit. It's about letting go, embracing the moment, and connecting with something bigger than yourself. All right, folks, let's journey north now to the land of the midnight sun, Sweden. We're talking midsummer, a celebration so joyful, so full of life, it could melt the frost off a polar bear's nose. Imagine this. Long summer days, the sun barely dipping below the horizon, casting a golden glow over everything. It's a magical time, and the Swedes, they know how to celebrate it right. We're talking flower crowns, folks, the kind that would make a fairy jealous. We're talking maypoles, tall and proud, adorned with ribbons and flowers, just begging to be danced around. And dance they do, with a joy and abandon that's downright contagious. Families gather, generations young and old, joining hands, singing songs, and celebrating the warmth and light of the summer solstice. It's a beautiful thing, seeing tradition passed down like that, keeping the spirit of midsummer alive. Now, no midsummer celebration would be complete without a feast, and let me tell you, the Swedes, they know how to lay out a spread. We're talking pickled herring, boiled potatoes with dill, fresh strawberries and cream. It's enough to make your mouth water just thinking about it. But it ain't just about the food, folks. It's about the company, the shared laughter, the stories told and retold. It's about families and friends coming together to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. And as the sun slowly begins its descent, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, you can feel the magic in the air. It's a time for reflection, for gratitude, for appreciating the beauty of the natural world. Midsummer in Sweden, it's a reminder that joy can be found even in the simplest of things. It's about embracing the light, celebrating life, and creating memories that will last a lifetime. Well, folks, that's a wrap on our journey through some of the world's most unique family traditions. We've laughed with the tomatoes in Spain, found peace under cherry blossoms in Japan, and danced with the midnight sun in Sweden. We've seen how families around the globe come together to celebrate, to honor their heritage, and to create lasting memories. It's a beautiful tapestry, ain't it? Hope y'all had as much fun as I did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more adventures. See you next time.